This is EDAD 6316 online, Module 6, Chapters 9, 10, and 11. The textbook is Data Analysis for Continuous School Improvement, 3rd edition, by Victoria L. Bernhardt. Chapter 9, Where do we want to be? Creating a shared vision and monitoring its implementation. This quotation from Peter Senge is powerful. Read it with me. Shared visions emerge from personal visions. This is how they derive their energy and how they foster commitment. If people don't have their own vision, all they can do is sign up for someone else's. The result is compliance, never commitment. Think about this. Do you have a personal vision for your teaching, your future administrative self, your life? Take the time to jot down your vision for one of these. All of us need to have a vision. However, a school community must have a shared vision if it is to move forward. There must be a commitment to that shared vision, or all we have is many one-room schoolhouses in a shared building. Compare figures 9.1 and 9.2 on page 117. What do the two figures mean to you? Which one is a better picture of what your school is doing to improve? Effective visions are based on comprehensive data analysis, grounded in research on best practices, created from shared personal values and beliefs, reflective of core values and beliefs, organized on what teachers do, specific, detailed, and clear, and supported by structures to implement the vision. Review how to create a shared vision on pages 118 through 125. Think about this. How can you create a vision for yourself that becomes part of the shared vision for your school? You might want to jot down some notes as you think through this question. Chapter 10. How are we going to get to where we want to be? Implementing the shared vision by creating a plan for continuous school improvement. Joel A. Barker said, "Vision without action is merely a dream. Action without vision just passes the time. Vision with action can change the world." We have to act on our vision. We cannot simply talk about it. A continuous school improvement plan moves the whole system forward to a vision as opposed to just closing a gap. Continuous school improvement is about focused change with a purpose. In continuous school improvement, we look at the whole campus, not just a single group or one objective. The most powerful approaches to implementing a school vision and plan focus on the following three strategies: leadership, professional learning, and partnerships. Let's look at each one. Leadership structures define how the campus leaders and teachers are going to implement the vision. When are the collaborative meetings? How will we align resources? What about reviewing data? We have to have a plan for the work. The key here is that the professional learning is ongoing and job embedded, not just a one-shot professional development. Learning and change occurs over time. The goal is improvement for everyone on the campus, not just the administrators or the teachers or the students. How can we develop partnerships in the community? with parents and/or with other educational professionals. We need others to contribute to student learning, not just in the classroom, but outside the classroom as well. Read and review Creating the Continuous School Improvement Plan on pages 129 through 136. Collaboration is key to moving the whole campus toward improvement. We must work together, putting the action with the vision. You've probably heard the saying, "It takes a village to raise a child." Well, it takes all of us collaborating together to implement the vision. Review Figure 10.2 on pages 139 to 140. Somewhere elementary school has put their leadership structure in writing so that everyone in the school knows how the school team will work together to implement the vision. You may have heard this quotation from Margaret Mead before. Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, concerned citizens can change the world. Indeed, it is the only thing that ever has. We can change our campus for the better. However, we have to work together to do that. Review the partnership plan, figure 10.4 on page 143. Think about this. Which of these structures does your school have in place? Does your campus use them on a regular basis? If so, how? If not, what can you do to implement these structures in your own professional learning and continuous improvement? You may want to jot down some notes as you think about this. You can always choose to continuously improve your classroom, whether your campus has these structures in place or not. Chapter 11, Strategies for Teachers, Using Data to Implement the Vision through the Continuous School Improvement Plan to Improve Teaching and Learning. Victoria L. Bernhardt, the author of our textbook, said the following: "What would it take to get learning growth for every student every year in your school?" Teachers and administrators often tell me the answer to that question pivots on two difficult elements. Number one, teachers and administrators must honestly review and use their data, all their data, not just study a gap here or there. Number two, teachers and administrators must truly believe that all children can learn, or learning cannot and will not happen. Think about this. Why would any educator not believe that all students can learn? After all, isn't that her or his job? What about you? Do you believe every child in your classroom or school can learn? Be honest with yourself. If there is a child you know that you have doubts can learn, don't you think that child knows it and acts on that? These strategies lead to effective data use. the use of appropriate data, a shared vision, leadership encouragement and support, structures for collaboration, and strategies to support each other in the attainment of new teaching skills. All of these things require us to work together to accomplish our mission. Review figures 11.1 and 11.2 on pages 148 through 151. These figures give the purposes and responsibilities of a data leadership team, in addition to how the process will look, how we will implement using the data, and what results will look like. Peter Senge said, "Collaboration is vital to sustain what we call profound or really deep change, because without it, organizations are just overwhelmed by the forces of the status quo." There's that word, collaboration, again. We must work together or we will be overwhelmed by the circumstances of our day-to-day and not accomplish our mission. Think about this. What types of collaborative learning structures to use data exist in your school? How might you improve them? You might want to jot some notes down as you think about these questions.